Cultures were built around climates, shaped by them. Ireland wouldn't be the Emerald Isle we know and love without the climate that it has. Culture and climate are in a constant state of flux, altering one another and adapting to each other's changes. Climate change on a global scale is an urgent threat to our species. It's a problem that transcends borders, and it's a problem that we all share, but we seem to have become desensitized to it. Global climate change will force us into cultural changes too, even if we don't want it to. We need to do more to actively work against climate change. The rocks beneath our feet can help us to do this. All we need to do is help nature, to destroy them. Now, tackling climate change by manipulating the Earth's natural processes is a concept called geoengineering. It's a concept that's surrounded by controversy. After all, it is tampering with natural processes on a very large scale. But one so-called soft geoengineering approach is called the enhanced weathering strategy. And this works by the chemical breakdown, or weathering, of silicate rocks. This is a naturally occurring process that draws carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and locks it away for a very long time. Now, this works as the chemical breakdown of these rocks releases charged particles. These charged particles work to bind together the dissolved carbon dioxide to form new products, and these new products can then be transported away to the oceans. So in doing so, we're locking that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere for a very long time. It's a process that we can use to our advantage, but we need to speed it up significantly. This is where our destruction of rocks comes into play. We can enhance this process by crushing up some basalt, which is conveniently the most common rock on the surface of the Earth, and spreading it over tropical lands. So the heat and moisture in these tropical areas is ideal for weathering, and it enhances those reactions. So now we can start to draw down enough CO2 from the atmosphere to begin to stabilise our climate. And there are some great byproducts too. So those particles that get transported to the oceans, turns out they're great for helping to tackle ocean acidification and to help the health of our coral reefs. But there's a lot of work to be done before we can start to use this strategy on a large scale. We need to figure out just how much land can actually be used for the enhanced weathering strategy. We need to figure out the best application rate, and ultimately we need to see how it affects local biodiversity. Even under idealised conditions, this process isn't enough to tackle climate change alone. It's one piece of the puzzle. But at least we now know that if we crush some rocks, we can help to save our climate and our culture.